Hello my friends and welcome, my name is Dennis and this is the latest update from Ukraine. Firstly, let's go to the military map updates and then to the news, videos and photos. Big video today, and let's zoom in to the Kharkiv area where the situation is the standstill for many days. Russia was able to gain control over those territories last week, but they are not moving anywhere. They don't have enough forces actually to push towards the Kharkiv. We spoke about it yesterday in our updates. What concerns me, my friends, that they took Svatag-Hirsk also around 1 week ago and they were able to cross the bridge over here. We can now clearly see it, my friends, because if we go to the timeline, so it was yesterday they actually crossed the bridge and we had some information that the bridge was destroyed. However, how fast they can go there to the city, I think they were able actually to cross this bridge. Plus they pushed from this side eastwards from the Izum direction. They were assaulting from this position for many days, as you can see here for the timelines, and here they took, I would say, half of the city or even more. Their idea now, my friends, is to use this road over here or to push forward to this road to go through the woods and towards the Slavyansk, because they cannot push through this road because here we have the natural obstacle or the water reservoirs, the lakes, and we put our defense lines here accordingly. So they are now bypassing our defense lines through the woods towards Slavyansk. Is their second main goal after Severodonetsk. Just yesterday we got the information that we destroyed their ammunition supply depot here near to Izum, so I expect this attack of Russian army to be stopped in nearby future. Probably it's already been stopped, and we have just a recent update for the chart that they really occupied the part of Bogorodishne city, my friends. It's kind of bad because they already crossed this river over here. The river of Seversky Donetsk is the great obstacle, natural obstacle for Russians to take them away from our main cities like Slavyansk and Kramatorsk over here. Also, if you measure the distance from Izum, where the depot is, well, it's around 33 kilometers away to the secured position of Ukrainian forces. So I think the M777s were used to attack that military depot in Izum. It's good that we have now Western-made artillery that has further range compared to Soviet-made. And if you look at those vectors, they are trying to push towards Priship, sorry, it's the name of the village. So far they are not successful in crossing the river over here, but we have the gray area. It means that there are some fighting ongoing, and I'm a little bit concerned about this area, my friends, whether they were successful in crossing the river over here or not. But I expect this part also to be taken by Russians in a few days or weeks, my friends. They have superiority in the artillery systems. However, if we destroy their ammunition depots, we may turn the situation in favor of Ukraine. Here near to Liman, everything is the standstill for many days. They are not crossing this river over here because for them it's quite hard. I don't know the destiny of those two bridges and the dam. Probably they still exist and we're gonna use them for our counterattack. Then I say I don't know, it means I don't know for 100%, because I have some information coming that those bridges were destroyed or those bridges were okay, so I cannot state 100%. I don't have any kind of images that those were destroyed. And now let's go to Severodonetsk, my friends, where the situation a little bit deteriorates for a Ukrainian army. As I say to you, we have some of the civilians on a factory of Azot, and Russians took this crossroad over here. They also fighting with this part of the city. If we scroll to yesterday, you'll see that they took this part. Not took, actually, it's fighting in gray area, my friends, so we are not sure whether they were able to take it or not. Metolkina and Voronova are under attacks by Russian troops. There is a very crucial crossroad over here. Actually, if they connect Voronova with Metolkina, they can push towards the airport area over here. And as I said to you many times, we lost all the bridges that connected Severodonetsk with Lysychansk, very bad, and probably gonna use the small boats to evacuate civilians as well as our army. There are not many comparable. Yeah, the number is very huge. 500,000 civilian people are still in Severodonetsk in a factory basements, but still we need, of course, to evacuate them and just share this information. If you are civilian, you are close to the enemy side, you need to evacuate right away. Then your ways for evacuations are not being cut. The evacuation for that city was announced 2 months ago, but still people decided to stay, and it's a big slowdown for Ukrainian army to fight for this city, my friends. The Lysychansk city here under constant attacks by Russian artillery systems, by aviation. They want to destroy the city right away, and probably they want to take it. Obviously they want to take the whole Ukraine, but will not let them do it. Also, the concerning point for me here near to Bilogorivka. Actually, we have two Bilogorivkas in a region, one here and the other one is here. This one is very famous because Russians tried to cross the river over here in the north part near to Bilogorivka, but were totally devastated. They lost many soldiers, many tanks and so ever. And Russia now pushes to this Bilogorivka. Actually, they were already there. They crossed this road, I would say maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yes, I found it, my friends. On 25th of May they were able to cross this road, and see, they were offending from Popasna, targeting this road. That is huge supply for crucial, I would say, supply, important supply from Bakhmut towards Lysychansk. They want to cut this one, but even if they would cut it, we still have one more road, and until they will take Bakhmut, I think they will not take Bakhmut, I hope so, we'll still have supply road towards Lysychansk. So the risk of being circled for Lysychansk is quite minor for now. Alright, and this is today, my friends. So they're really close to Bilogorivka once again, and they're pushing towards, they actually took Kamushevahe over here, the part of the village, not the whole one. Zolote and Katerinovka is under the risk of being circled. We know that, so that is why we still have this road under control to Hirske. So in case of severe risk, Ukrainian army would just go change position to Hirske, and of course Russia would have advantage over here in this area. The main road here, over here, they're still struggling taking it under control, because using this road you can easily get to Lysychansk, and for them those roads are important to be just cut off. And here we push them a little bit away from Novolushanske to Dolomitne, and let me show you, it was yesterday, and it is to, well, the pink area here is the so-called self-proclaimed republics of Lugansk and Donetsk. And here, what else we have? No changes from this side, no changes on the south. And near to the Mykolaiv, my friends, well, they start to push towards our forces. So we retook, I would say, Andriivka and Sukhistavok. Just recently Russia started to push again towards north, but they don't have enough forces to go on to attack to Kryvyi Rih for now, and they don't have enough forces to take Mykolaiv for sure. For them, Odessa is a dream goal, but they will never take it because there are so many natural obstacles, and they are in lack of their ships, I would say, to take the Odessa from the coast. And we still have lots of weapons like Harpoon. We have Ukrainian-made Neptune rockets that sank the main flagship of Russians, Moscow. So the situation, I would say, I'm a little bit concerned of the few areas, especially about those places where Russia was able to cross the river of Siversky Donets. But my friends, this is just a tactical win. Speaking about the strategy, about the strategic win of Ukraine, you see where Russia was, near to the Kiev, near to Sumy, near to Chernihiv. Actually, they were occupying these vast parts of the territories of Ukraine. If you compare them to occupied for now, they're also very big, and their retreatment means that we are strong, we are defending our country, and they are losing this war, my friends, because everything that they planned are not going according to the plan, my friends, for sure, 100% sure. And with the Western allies' help, of course, we'll win this war. And now let's go to some videos, pictures and news. Alright, here in the picture we have the ferry ship of Russian Federation. They took the part of the seats from Ukrainian territory, from occupied territory by Russians, and we have the satellite image that they are really taking our food from Ukraine to Russia. This is the violation of international law, and clearly they are just robbing our country. Again, we have some demands from Russian side what Ukraine should do for Russia to stop this war. Usually they are very strange. Ukraine on a constitutional level should declare neutrality and forget about Crimea. Russia will take their positions until the 23rd of February this year. So they will retreat in that case. Till September, the self-proclaimed republic should have the referendum about the joining Russian Federation. Ukraine should cut all the connections with NATO and should destroy heavy armors and lay off many soldiers. We'll never do it, my friends, because in that case Russia would easily take Ukraine as the whole territory, as the whole country, and there will be no Ukraine, no Ukrainians, because what they do now is the total destruction of our country. Oh, Russia is sending more old-school Jurassic tanks to Ukraine. Those are T-62s. Those are very nice targets for any kind of RPGs. For javelins is just a piece of cake. They don't have proper armor. They are very outdated, and they were replaced by T-72s, but still T-72 is now old school. What are we talking here, my friends? But still, they can run, they can shoot, and we need to waste our ammunition to hit those tanks. That is why Russia is sending everything to Ukraine. It means that they are not taking care about the lives of their soldiers. They want massive attacks using massive tanks. Even though they're outdated, they don't care. The same strategy they used during the Second World War, just to throw the meat, throw the iron, and let it be. The chief of the Airborne Brigade of Russia, well, those are not pilots, those are special operation troops that usually taken to the front lines by the air transport or marines, and that is elite force of Russia. They even have the day then they celebrate the honoring of those guys. So this guy Andrei Serdukov was dismissed because they lost too many troops in Ukraine. Boris Johnson said that the world should be prepared for the long-term war Russia against Ukraine because Putin goes for exhaustion campaign. Boris said that Putin is out of wisdom to cancel his campaign and withdraw the troops, and he still may think of total occupation of Ukraine. At the same time, the allies of Ukraine should get help to our country to win this war. Some of the photos from the front lines, that is M777 artillery system given to Ukraine by Australia, UK and United States mostly. I don't know, maybe some of the countries also gave those to us. Sorry that I didn't mention you. Wow, smoky 155mm caliber. That's a lot, my friends. This is the result of the latest meeting of the defense ministers from our allies countries. So they agreed to give us many of the M777s and the shells, harpoons, tactical vehicles, HIMARSs, and the shells for them, thousands of radio stations, thousands of night vision tools, and thermal cameras. From Germany we'll have 3 MARSs, which is very similar to MLRS. Slovakia will give us some of the helicopters of Mi-17s, Poland, Canada, and Netherlands artillery, and the shells. Thank you. Just yesterday, President Zelensky went to the front lines. He honored our soldiers who are there and police as well. He went to Odessa, Zaporizhia, and I don't know, maybe some of the other places. It's great that our president knows what is happening on the front lines, really. Patrick Sanders, the new general commander of the British Army headquarters, said that UK needs to create the army capable of fighting with our allies and cause the Russia defeat in war. We are the generation that should be prepared the army to fight in Europe again. It means that UK military doesn't have any illusion about the Putin and his regime. They want to take most part of the Europe under Russian control. They want to occupy not only Ukraine, but ex-Russian Empire countries. I always say that Russia is the last empire. You may say that United States is also empire, and I would partially agree with that, but if we speak from the military perspective, the only country in the world that want and may take the land from others and put them to their empire, so it's a classical empire, my friends, like was British Empire a long time ago. Here we speak about Russia. United States is economical empire. They don't want to take someone's land. Again, Russian aggression brings devastation not only to Ukraine but to the animals. So there was the horse club in Metolkino village near to Severodonetsk, and it was demolished. All the horses were destroyed. Again, we have Russian peace in Ukraine. They destroyed the famous zoo of Kharkiv, Feldman Eco Park. Was very famous here, not only in Kharkiv but in Ukraine. They destroyed it using the artillery, and some of the animals were killed, but many of the animals were taken from the park, from the zoo, by volunteers. As you can see, just look at this, just demolished, you know. President Joe Biden showed that he is okay after he fell down from his bicycle, and he got the question from journalists, "How are you?" "I'm okay, I can jump, just look at me. Still good, I'm still good, folks." I know that majority of my viewers are from United States of America. My friends, thank you very much for your support. No matter if you are Republican, Democrat, you are supporting Ukraine. Awesome, thank you so much. You might know that McDonald's left Russia for good, but Russia opened their new restaurants at the same places. They call it Вкусно и точка. You may translate it tasty and the point, or tasty and that's it. And they say that Russian food is so much better, so much tastier and so much healthier that all the foreigners want to have those Вкусно и точка restaurants. They don't want to have McDonald's anymore. And that is what is left from McDuck. We call it McDuck here. McDonald's, McDuck. McDonald's is also closed here in Ukraine, but not because of the sanctions, but because of the war. Oh, we have more sanctions. Windows 10 and 11 cannot be downloaded for Russian users. Pentagon is looking to send to Ukraine more of their rocket artillery systems like HIMARS. And we also have some, I would say, bad information that will probably not have Grey Eagles drones for Ukrainian army. Probably United States officials afraid that some of the technologies can go to Russian side. Some of the aviation news: Zipair Tokyo will change the livery because they have the big Z on the tail part of the airplanes. That's the Japanese low-coster. Well, we'll see the new colors for that airline. They call it Fukusna.
New message.
Hi Dennis, keep up your hard work. You keep us informed of the news from Ukraine. Greetings from Ireland.
Greetings to Ireland. Thank you very much, my friends. All the links in a video description where you can support me. And sometimes I got your messages even then I film my videos. My friends, thank you very much for your kind support, and I wish you a peaceful sky. Have a great time.